What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Guys, the new update is live in-game. We're gonna have the Fusion calendar that we're gonna go over it. And basically, Plarium just released a statement related to the Fusion Champion. Now, I will have a different video dropping on the Fusion Champion in the Hydra and the Chimera straight after this video. So make sure you guys check that out to help you decide if you're going for the Fusion or not. First, before we dive into the Fusion calendar and everything else, let me just quickly show you what they had to say. Basically, talking about all of the comments regarding his performance. He is indeed demonstrating some impressive performance out there. However, the team does not consider any changes to his skill sets at the moment. He is a solid Void Legendary that is great in both PvP and PvE. And just as always, they will continue to keep an eye on the situation. If by any chance a team comes out that breaks the game, the economy, or whatever, then they will look further into the situation and investigate. So up to you what you guys are going to understand from that message. But they are saying they are not going to touch anything on his skill set and he's working as intended. They did say that they had game testers, etc. We actually had a meeting with them yesterday. Yeah, it seems like that's basically how it should work. Either way, let's quickly have a look at the Fusion calendar because I'm very curious to know exactly what we have from here. 225 fragments coming from tournaments. Then we have 50 coming from Summon Rush with champion fragments. And we have 175 from champion fragment events. I'm quickly going to move my big head back onto the other side so you guys can see the rest of it. So by the looks of it, we are going to have 2 Summon Rush events. We're going to have one on Friday, tomorrow. Let me just bring my pen in here. So we're going to have one right here, right? One Summon Rush. Second Summon Rush on Tuesday. This one right here, that will give you 50 extra fragments. Now that to me means one thing. I am skipping this one. This only gives me 25. The other one gives me 50. Now, the events might be trash. Might not. The requirement will be higher because you're getting 50, not 25. But that doesn't matter. As long as I'm doing this right here and I'm focusing everything on it, that means that I can skip this as well. Okay? The Champion Chase Tournament. So that's why I will be prioritizing the Summon Rush that starts next week and completely skip the one that starts tomorrow. And I'm pretty much giving you the same advice. Now, the downside to it is that if you're doing the one tomorrow, you can save more shards for the Champion Chase that will be next Friday. If you're not doing the one tomorrow and you're going for the one starting on Tuesday, you don't know if the 50 fragments will be split into 2 batches, 3 batches, or 1 batch of 50 fragments. So that can put us at a massive risk/disadvantage, especially if they decide to push the points to 6, 7, 8,000 points to acquire all of the fragments. Keep in mind and make no mistake, this is a Void Fusion. They will 1000% make it harder than the regular fusions, okay? Be mentally prepared for it. Then, leaving all that on the side, today we do have a Dragon tournament starting. I think we have 2x on speed gear, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just change the color for this stuff, man, because white doesn't go too good. So, right here, Dragon tournament, right? We have a Champion Training tournament starting today. And I'm going to do absolutely nothing today. I'm going to wait for this Dungeon Divers. And then with this one, and with this one, I will start working on them tomorrow. Now, if you want to level up champions in the tavern, go and do it. You're not going to get points for the Dungeon Divers. But if you are not planning to do that, and you're planning to farm campaign, etc., I would strongly suggest you wait till tomorrow, and you shoot 2 birds with 1 stone. Then we have a classic arena takedown starting on Saturday. The Ice Golem starts on Sunday, which means that we're going to be able to push it together with this Dungeon Diver. Okay? And by the looks of it, we only have 2 Dungeon Diver events. Hallelujah to that. Okay? So that's very, very good. The very first gear enhancement starts on Saturday. Make no mistake, you will require around, in total, 20k plus energy, some gems, and around 40-50 million silver to complete all of these events. Now, one thing that I've just noticed, and is a bit strange to see it in there, but I guess in a way or another it does make a bit of sense. We have a Corrosa's tournament right here, which changes quite a few things for a lot of you guys, because some of you might not want to farm this. Some of you might not have decent teams. Now, it doesn't matter if you're farming stage 20. You're actually going to complete this faster because you have a much better return for the energy consumption on stage 20. You're getting trash gear, but a much better energy consumption, which means that it's still better to do this over doing a champion chase tournament or doing the summon rush. Now, a champion chase tournament is much easier to complete versus a summon rush. So I would assume to complete this summon rush right here at the bottom, guys. Sorry that I'm doing all this mess on the thingy. We need at least 10 to 12 sacred shards. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to have so many sacred shards. That means that you need to have the equivalent of around 12 sacred shards in points. You can have voids, you can have primals, you can have ancients. Up to you. But that's what you can expect. Now, this 10x that we currently have on at the moment, 15x, the progressive chance for the first summon rush, for this one right here, doesn't mean nothing to me. So I am not tempted to open in here. That's why I will rely heavily on this summon rush. I will see if I need to do the champion chase after, or I won't. If I need to, I still have the option to open ancients, do a couple of fusions, summon some fragment champions that I have available, and get the points from here. But if I manage to do this summon rush, I'll be fine to skip this and this, okay? And probably the smart play is to do this. Then, during this Corrosa Conquest tournament, we have no Dungeon Diver event. As you guys can probably notice, it starts when it ends. It starts after the other one ends, like a couple of days. So you need to do this as well. We have another champion training event right here. One champion training tournament, one event, second Dungeon Diver, which will go together with this champion training event. So you can basically shoot 2 birds with 1 stone once again if you're not working on the tavern. Another thing, when you are collecting fragments for these epics, keep in mind, for each epic you open, you get 250 points in the champion chase, okay? By the time you reach the champion chase, you should be able to get 3 of them done. Okay, which means 750 points in the champion chase tournament, which is not a lot because most likely these 25 fragments will be at a milestone of around 5,000 points, maybe 4,000, but that's kind of like the average. 5,000 points milestone to get a 25 fragments. Then with this Dungeon Diver right here, we have the Spider tournament, which will be able to basically shoot 2 birds with 1 stone if you're waiting to do it on Saturday, the 12th of July, and you're completing it during that day. And then you have the Fire Knight tournament, which will allow you to shoot 2 birds with 1 stone. And we have 3 gear enhancement events, which are kind of like around 45 million silver on average to get the fragments from all 3 of them, right? So you need that much silver. You will save a lot of silver from all of these events / tournaments, all of the trash gear that you're selling, blah, blah, blah. Now, This summon rush for me is more important because maybe they might bring in Fina on the 10x. Maybe they won't. But at least it's something that I'm looking for. Or they might be bringing in a champion that matters more to me than the current ones. If they do that, that's great. If they don't, c'est la vie, mon ami. But I'm going to take the risk and I'm going to go all in on the second summon rush and skip this one. It doesn't exist for me. And same with this one. Unless I'm not able to complete this summon rush, then I'll be looking at the champion chase tournament. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. I just wanted to basically lay out the plan for you, what I'm planning to do for the fusion. Let me know what you guys are planning to do. As usual, much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.